Hey everyone, the Toyman52 here again with another toy review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the She-Hulk figure that was released from Hasbro this year. This is a complete repainted version of the one we got a couple years ago in that Fantastic Four wave. So, looks like a cool figure. Like the color. Box is pretty cool. I actually like that artwork on the back. That looks pretty cool. Pretty nice. Everything's just, yeah. So I think that this year they released a lot of Hulk figures because of the She-Hulk series that's going to be coming out. So I can see why they're releasing them through this weird exclusive fan channel wave, because we got Maestro coming. I think we have another one or two coming, but we'll see how that plays out. So let's go and check the figure out. So this is the figure outside the box, and obviously, like we've all seen before, there's really nothing different with her and her old version. Obviously, she has a new head sculpt. That's cool. She does come with that alternate head, and it does match with this one. So, you know, it's cool that, hey, they're trying to get that correct version, because I remember everyone was complaining that the She-Hulk on the right was just too gray, and this one's gray, and Hasbro kind of fixed it and pretty much got everyone to buy her again, because everyone really did want this one. So at least they did compensate with that alternate head. I actually do have two myself that I'll be opening up the second one later for that extra head, because I like to have every single head displayed possibly with all my legends. So let's go and just look at some other comparisons with her, and see what real difference there is between them. I mean, I think the old one has a lot more vein cuts. I don't think the new one doesn't have any vein lines at all. This one, so this one's got all the scratches, and this one just doesn't. So that's kind of a cool new detail. I guess there's like, I mean, not cool new detail. I mean, they took away really, but at least they wanted to make it look really different than just the skin color. So let's go and look at her and her other previous versions. Here is She-Hulk now with all her variations that Hasbro has released over the years. Obviously the new one is in the center, and I also opened up the second one I had, and I put on the alternate head and hands, and I have her going across all of the She-Hulk she's ever been with. Out of the tallest, it is the business suit She-Hulk, and that's just because of the heels that just shot her up. And I think the very first release, the 2007 one, that one I think was coming in second tallest. Obviously, the other She-Hulk, the gray She-Hulk, she's the same as the new one. And then you have that Savage She-Hulk that's like very tiny. And yeah, I'm very surprised how many She-Hulks we actually did get. I mean, I know I bought a few doubles here, but I'm still surprised that a character like this got so many variations when you have other ones that are much more popular, I believe, with only a couple. So this was pretty cool to see that she does get a lot of recognition, though. It's cool Hasbro pays attention to She-Hulk a bit. We definitely need an update on that classic costume. Now here is She-Hulk fighting off the Hulk. Very good size comparison. I like how these two are actually right next to each other. Looks really cool. Another thing I noticed that really bothers me with this She-Hulk figure, and I'm guessing the old one had to have this too, and I just didn't care enough to pay attention, is her elbows. Like when you bend them, they just got that joint sticking out really far out. I wasn't expecting it to be sticking that much out, but it does. And oh well, you can't fix everything. Nothing's gonna be perfect. That was just one thing I noticed though. That was like, oh, that kind of sucks. Um, but hey, I get it. Sometimes there's just things you can't avoid. They would have probably had to shave it off, and it probably made the joint loose and want to break. Also, at least it was good enough that they. I know that's not one of their new pinless joints, but it does not have pins right around the elbows. It does have pins at the bottom though, just like how the other She-Hulk did. Obviously, not every figure is going to have pinless yet, but that'd be very cool to have with everything in the future. Before I get to the end of the video, I do want to point out that I did switch the heads on the original bodies here with the new heads. The paint color does match well with the skin. I tried it with the other ones and they didn't look right at all. So out of these two, it did seem like they worked pretty well. The pegs are much bigger, so they won't fit in the heads, but they do sit on top, and if you put it on their shelf, it actually looks pretty good. I actually like these better than the original head sculpts that came with them. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like it, but I really do like it. I'm pretty sure you can switch them off. You see they just kind of come off that. The Fantastic Four one's a little harder than that. And yeah, so those are the heads. If you can switch them around, these look awesome. I like it so much better than these terrible head sculpts like this one. That was pretty bad. That was like the first one. So now moving on to the end here. This figure is actually really good. It is a repaint, yes, but I think this is how Hasbro should have first released it in the first place. Because the other one was just, I think it came from an unknown or a very like small series of She-Hulk, I guess. I'm not too familiar with her at all. But I'm guessing it was a short storyline, and that's why people were like, why would you release this version? Looks like way more classic and just ripped up clothes. It looks like she's in her lawyer suit, I'm guessing, with the black pants and white shirt, you know. Just that makes more sense than the blue jeans that was on the original. I know they just painted it black, but I don't know, it feels like it just makes more sense with the paint apps that they did with this one. And obviously she does have her classic colors, and that's pretty cool. I just wish Hasbro would really just give the fans, like, alright, we know what you want, just go straight with it. And if people really want to have these smaller variations from other storylines, make those the exclusives, you know. Make those the ones that people are like, the ones that who would want it are the ones that know that storyline. I don't think it's, I know this was an easy figure to get, but it's really hard when you put a classic suit that everyone wants and then make that the exclusive. So, you know, hopefully we can just avoid seeing that happen too frequently. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram, TheToyman52. I'm going to be posting toy pics over there. And I will be posting like cool shots of like my collection, other cool shots with figures, just new and old. And here on YouTube, I'll just be posting, you know, toy reviews, opening up stuff. The next video, I'll probably be doing some of the rare ones now, like Cheetah and the Future Foundation, Dr. Doom. So those reviews will be coming out shortly after this one. And hopefully you guys enjoyed.